Malhama. Malhama, dear brothers and sisters, fierce battle in English, is a concept that is so important. Anyone who says, I believe in the end of time, but doesn't believe in the malhama that can take place, that person is a fool. He's a fool. Because the malhama is something that is already been decreed. It's already been decreed by Allah Azza wa Jal that it will take place. We find many hadith about malhama. For example, إِذَا وَقَعَتِ الْمَلَاحِمُ Rasulullah SAW said, the time when the malhama, the fierce battle, will take place. فَيَسْتَمِعُونَ لِلْمَلَاحِمَةِ When they will gather for the malhama. This all hadith. And even the Quran, Allah talks about the smoke. You know, the mushroom cloud in Surah Al-Dukhan. We have to believe in malhama. We have to, must, as believer, believe that this is going to happen. In our time, how that will happen? We might argue that, you know what, this nuclear, whatever thing that you guys are talking about, never going to happen. It's impossible. Who is going to go and do this? But because this is the qadr of Allah, this is the decree of Allah, and it was prophesied in so many occasions, so many times, that no one can ever deny it. Especially for the Muslims. Even non-Muslims, they all agree this is going to happen. So how in our time this will play out? I'm going to be sharing a video, recent video, and these developments are not good. The reason this time it is different, the reason why these international tensions between countries are so unique at this time is because we are seeing a shift of superpower from one country to another. It never happened before for a long time. Since US became the world superpower after the Second World War, nobody contested their superiority. Nobody said we are better than you until China came into the picture. And China is saying, you know what? We are better. We are superior. We are the superpower of the time. They are expanding their military. Their economy is booming. And so every other country is panicking. This is why this time, this malhama, this situation is so unique that we must talk about. So I'm going to be playing this video in a second so that inshallah you will know what is happening right now. So let's play this video first, inshallah. So this is the first one.
It's more than 2 weeks since the first reports of around 200 Chinese vessels anchored at Whitsun Reef in the South China Sea. Many are still there. China says they are fishing boats sheltering from stormy seas. The Philippine government believes they are manned by a Chinese militia and it wants them to leave, saying the area is within the Philippines' economic zone. Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana,
they are not going to leave.
Is attempting to occupy more of the disputed waterways.
China is going to take over this whole region, the South China Sea, what is remaining with Philippines, Malaysia, all of these countries, they are going to take it all over. And dear brothers and sisters, the reason I'm saying that is because take a listen or take a look at this other video, okay? Once you see this video, you will know what I'm talking about. This is getting very, very dangerous. So take a listen.
Australia's top security boss has issued a chilling warning over our rising tensions with China. In a message to staff for Anzac Day, Home Affairs Secretary Michael Pezzullo declared, in a world of perpetual tension and dread, the drums of war beat.
The drums of war beat. This is the point. This is what I want you to focus on. And this guy, he is one of the top, I think looks like an Australian military man. He is one of the top generals. And this is what he said.
Mr. Pezzullo, who is
Drum is beating.
top job at Defence, Also said Australia must always search for the chance for peace, but should be prepared to send off yet again our warriors to fight the nation's wars.
Wow, this is strong. Wallahi, this is powerful. What he said just now, this is a very, very strong statement, very, very powerful statement to send off yet again, as you can see, our warriors to fight the Malhama. I mean, every time these people, they talk about, a warrior and fight and this and that and the war, it basically means in Arabic, Malhama, the one we talk about, the one that was already prophesied, that the one will take place at the end of time. No matter whether you like it or not, it's not going to change it. It is going to take place. So let's take a listen more, inshallah. Okay, so that was this. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you this news, okay? As you have seen just now. Look at this. This is why I really want to make this video. Okay, this is the reason. Now read this. UK, United Kingdom, dear brothers and sisters. Yes, UK. They are also joining in the Malhama. Now, they're going to be sending Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier to Japan, South Korea. The main reason for this gathering of fleet is because of South China Sea. Because even though they're not making it absolutely clear, they're not making it very explicit, but the main reason why UK is getting involved as well, as I said, UK has one of the best naval forces in the world, if not the best. Maybe after the US, UK will be the next one in the whole world. I'm talking about. They are now joining in because they understand that if we don't do something right now, it will be too late. China will become the next superpower and will have nothing to say. So the United Kingdom HMS Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier will lead a flotilla of Royal Navy ships through Asian waters. Asian waters! Asian waters! This is what I want you to focus on. Now, here is the thing though. A lot of people, they are debating, they are arguing. They are saying, oh, wait a second, Malhama, you talk about Malhama? I mean, this thing happen all the time. Every country, they live with the neighbor with a lot of tremendous amount of tension, unrest. I mean, look at Russia, what they're doing in Ukraine. And look at China, they have problem with Taiwan. So this is nothing new. This is happening. I mean, brother, come on. Are you crazy? What are you talking about, man? You're talking about Malhama? Oh, no. I mean, especially people who do not believe in hadith, they will easily brush you off. They will easily come and tell you, you know what? This is nothing new, happening all the time. Just move on. Don't make it a big deal out of it. Dear brothers and sisters, the reason we have to talk about it, the reason they are wrong is because simply, brothers and sisters, right now, the issue is not with just one or two countries. The issue right now, very important, the issue is right now with all of the countries. Russia, China, they're ganging up. They are coming after US interest. They are coming. In fact, it was said a few months ago, there was a report that said that Russia, they were actually giving people money to kind of harm the US troops in Afghanistan. Okay, that's what the news was about. Even though US, on the surface level, they said, no, it's okay, it's not a big deal. I think Trump, he was like, yeah, don't worry about it. Russia didn't do anything wrong. This is just in the news. But we know, and at the end of the day, Russia does not want US to be successful in Afghanistan. And right now, we are seeing that US is actually pulling their troops from Afghanistan. And the reason for that is obvious, that they do not want to focus on a place where there is not going to be benefit. They want to focus on China. They want to focus more on Russia, what is happening with Ukraine, so that they can stop this coalition. Because this coalition of Russia and China is not just a coalition in terms of military, but also economically. Russia, China, they're now having their own currency. They're using Chinese yuan. They're using gold. They're using other method of other way of doing business other than US dollar. So US has a lot of reasons why they will be worried about Russia and China coalition. They do not want that. So dear my sisters, when we talk about the Malhama, it is not only happening on the military level, which will happen eventually, because we believe this is obvious, and then we will see the coming of the Mahdi, the Dajjal, Yajuj and Majuj, the end of time. It is not only happening on a military level, but also it's happening on a, it's a fight like trade war, lot of other things that are getting involved into it. And subhanallah, we want peace. We do not really want to see any escalation. But now UK is joining. This is very, very ominous. Looks like they are not going to back down. They're going to go to the Asian waters, staying there. It did not happen in recent years. UK did not send their fleet, their warship in the Asian waters in recent years, but they are doing it now. And this time it is different simply because, again, China is trying to become the next world superpower, and everybody is just panicking. New here, consider subscribing, like this video if you share this video, and I will see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.